Hey guys, today we are super zoomed into my face for the whole video because we are focused on lashes. I want to show you how I apply full band lashes and cluster lashes, just different methods, tips, tricks, whatever I can remember. I hope you guys enjoy it and let's get started. The full length lashes I want to use today are these ones. I've never used them before, so is this a mistake? Maybe, but we'll see how it goes. I want to show you guys these lashes today because they are a thicker band or they have a black band, and I have some tips and tricks of hiding that band if that's something you struggle with. Here's an example of lashes with a clear band, so you can see there's no black band attached to it. It's an invisible band basically, and that's just easier to hide with your lashes and blend it in so it's not as noticeable. It just kind of depends what lash you're going for personally, and if you're a beginner, I would suggest a clear band just because I find it easier. Grab some tweezers, or you can use your fingers, and you're gonna grab from the outer corner, and you want to grab close to the band to take the lashes off of the plastic. Luckily, these lashes weren't too glued down to the package. Sometimes lashes are really hard to get off the package, but I had pretty good luck getting these off. You want to start from the outer corner because typically you have to cut your lashes anyways, so if you do accidentally rip the lash, at least it was going to be cut off anyways. Now I'm going to take the lash, no product or anything, and I just want to line it up to my eye. Now, sometimes the lash band is a little straight. This one seems to have a good curve to it, but if it doesn't have a curve, you can just kind of bend it a little bit. But like I said, this one seems to have a good curve to it. So I'm just going to place this on my eye. I'm going to be looking down into my mirror. I have it right here. And this all comes down to personal preference. You can put the lash right to the inner corner, but personally, I find, especially with a thicker band, the inner corner is going to always pop up or be kind of like pokey and irritating throughout the day, especially if you don't get it set down all the way. So I like to take my inner corner kind of like where you can see my lashes starting, at least the longer lashes. And I'm going to try not to move, but you can see the lash is way too long for my eyes. You don't want your lash to go past the corner of your eye because then it's going to give your eye like a drooping effect. Always want to cut your lash to the corner of the eye, that way it gives you a more of a lifted effect. I just put a light coat of mascara on, and the inner corner did have a little bit of the band sticking out with no lash, so I did just cut that little nub off, and now we're ready to apply the lashes. Now, the glue that I have always used has been the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with aloe. This is really nice. It's supposed to be for sensitive eyes, so I can't compare it to, like, I've never used the Duo Lash or anything like that. So I really can't compare it to anything. But recently I got this IONI lash glue from the Dollar Tree, and this stuff is really, really good. Really, really sticky. I actually find it a little bit easier, even though it's stickier. It's really nice. I think if you're a beginner, that way if you make a mistake, it's easier to move the lash band, but you still have, like, you have time to move the lash band and it's still gonna stick to your eye. Because I find it frustrating when I need to move the lash, but then my glue's already dried, and then, obviously it's not gonna stick. So I'm gonna use this today because like I said, I've just been loving it. I don't know though if it's gonna be safe for sensitive eyes. My eyes aren't too sensitive, and again, I'm still kind of new to this, but so far I haven't had any reactions to it. Another reason why I love the Kiss Lash Glue and this IONI glue is it does have a brush on tip. Start in the middle just in case I distribute too much. I'm just evening everything out. I like to put it on the outer corner and the inner corner the most because that's the first place your lashes are going to pop off. You can see the lash glue is white. It does dry clear, and so does the Kiss one as well. I'm still learning like when a good time to put this glue on is. It needs to be tacky. That's the best time to put your glue on. You don't want it too dry. You don't want it too wet. Too dry has nothing to stick to. Too wet, it's going to slip all over your eye. Personal preference, again, you can use your fingers, you can use tweezers, you can use a lash tool like I'm going to use today. So looking down, and this is hard because I do usually hold my eye, which isn't good for you, but I'm going to focus the lash in the middle. Like I said, not good, but I hold my eye, and I didn't put it far out enough in the outer corner, so I just moved that real quick. Get this inner corner in. I can actually see more of what I'm doing in the monitor than I can my mirror. These lashes, I can tell right off the bat, they are very curved. So they were a little hard to work with. Like you see, like they need to be more up, but they're so curved to my eye. And I'm gonna just hold this down in the inner corner for it to dry. Once it dries down, now we can focus on making it look a little better. I probably chose like the worst style of lashes. I've never used these before. Go figure that I used them for this video, but you know, I still struggle with my lashes. I've been doing them for how long? So I'm just taking a tool. This is actually a lash tool, and I am gonna blend the fake lashes with my natural lashes, and what I'm doing is squeezing them together. Now you want to be careful not to like grab your skin or anything. You can even use your fingers if you feel more comfortable with that. Just literally pinching them together. And it just gives them a little more blendability, if you will. But we're not done yet. Since these are still looking weird, like I mean, they're perfectly on my lash line, but I do have this little gap here. I'm going to take a lash curler, and I don't do this with every pair of lashes, but since these are kind of weird how they're like perfectly, you know, lifted up here and then these ones are kind of straight, I want to try to curl them so we can see those inner lashes. You can curl it with your natural lash too, or you can just try to do it on the false lash. I'm going to do a little bit. Okay, see, so now we're getting some more of those lashes. And you can kind of curve the lash curler if you don't want to keep curling these outer ones here. Oh my gosh, hello. Okay, so the outer one's got a little too curled. I think I need a new mascara. You could totally leave your lashes like this, but I want to go the extra mile and really make them blend even more. You can kind of see they're separating with my natural lashes, which I think I just curled the outer corner too much and my natural lashes aren't curling. Now, if we wanted to blend our lashes a little bit more, and honestly, this lash glue did a good job of not leaving any like residue up here. If you saw my Dollar Tree video plus lash application, you can see a little bit better in that video how there was a bunch of glue gunk left over, and I put eyeliner on top of it to really hide everything, and just the lash band was a little wonky, like my inner corner was sticking up, so I used some eyeliner to fix that. I wanted to show that today, but I'm not really having that problem. Now I want a tight line, and this makes a huge difference. What tight lining is, and then this is gonna look really creepy on camera, but it's putting eyeliner in this like water line right here. So instead of this water line down here, you have this one. And you wanna use a pretty creamy eyeliner, or make sure yours is sharpened nice, and you know, you don't want a dull eyeliner, that's gonna hurt. The one I'm gonna be using today is the Stay and Play gel eyeliner. It's waterproof and long lasting. This is in the shade Black Raven. It's by Essence. Don't mind my other swatches, but I mean, this is just so creamy. No effort really. You can just kind of look up and draw in there. I'm gonna grab my eyelid, look down, just go all in there. And you can even bring it up here. And it feels a little weird at first until you get used to it, but do you see just that difference it made? And I can even do a little bit more. I still have that weird gap. I think it's because I cut the lashes too short. I meant to only cut 2 clusters, but I ended up cutting 3. So I needed, you can see my natural lash goes a little bit longer. So that was just my bad. I'm gonna try to curl it to see if that helps any. Okay, well, I have another example for you guys, unexpected. So I tried to curl and now my outer corner is no longer attached. What you can do to fix that is you don't have to take the whole lash off. Just take this corner and you're gonna put some lash glue on the strip again. Don't get it on your lashes like I just did, but I cannot see what I'm doing. This is hard to film and do. If you get it on your lashes, it's not the biggest deal. Try to wipe it away, but... And then you want to just stick it back down. Stick it back down, sealing them back together. Took a few steps longer than it needed to. You know, maybe you don't feel it's necessary to do the tight lining or, you know, the eyeliner up top. It all just depends how your eyelash is fitting. This one was a little wonky, which kind of worked out because I got to show you guys different methods of making the lash work. That is a lash applied with a thicker black band. And now we can move on to the cluster lashes on this side. Now, cluster lashes are kind of the opposite for me. I like a thicker band, something a little more, not chunky. I like more lashes on the band than less lashes, if that makes sense. So I kind of have two examples here. Now these ones are used and abused. I'll have everything linked if I can find it down below. Some of my lashes I get off Temu or Shein or something and they're harder to find, but these ones I believe I got off Amazon. But anyway, so you can see these have a kind of a thicker band and there's a lot of lashes on here. And then these are a thinner band and less lashes. So it just depends on the style again. Now for the clusters, there's different options. You can do mascara, you can do it without mascara, you can use a long lasting glue, you can use a regular lash glue. It just all depends how you want to wear the cluster lashes. So for me personally, I don't like to have lashes too long on my eyes just because I like to rub my eyes. So I do prefer to just use like a regular lash glue like we used on this side. But if you're wanting your lashes to stay on for maybe 2-3 days, something like that, you can get a cluster lash glue. The idea of a cluster lash glue like this, where it's going to be a strong hold and you can wear it, you know, for 2 or 3 days, it's supposed to be kind of like a mascara where you just comb it all through your lashes and then you stick the clusters on. It's a little more frustrating because you are combing it through all your lashes. Your lashes start to like stick together and it's just a sticky hot mess. If I do use this glue, I will only put it on the base of my lashes. I won't comb it through all of it. And you don't want to do all your lashes at once. You want to take it section by section. So if you have a cluster like this, you just want to take the section that you're going to put this cluster on. Because I'm telling you, if you do your whole eye and then try to rush and put the clusters on, you are just going to have a sticky mess. Everything's going to start sticking together. So you really just want to take your time and do it piece by piece. I haven't done that method in a while, but if you guys are interested in seeing a video of me doing that method, I definitely can. But today I'm just going to do the lash glue method where I only keep it on for like a day. Or 2. I don't think I've kept it on for more than 2 days. The difference with cluster lashes, instead of them going on top of your eye, they're actually going to go underneath. So they're going to be, you see how it has a curve? They're going to be like hooked under your eye. So when the lash is curved like that, you're going to put the glue right on top there. Taking my glue and I'm going to put it all on the base right here. This comes down to personal preference, but because I can make these last for like a day or 2, I'm not going to put mascara on. If I put mascara on, I'm definitely not going to wear them more than a day because, you know, mascara can be itchy and I'm ready to get it off my eyes. You don't want to place the lash in your waterline. And mine is a little close, but I cannot feel it. That is the most important part. If you are already feeling it, take it off and you need to redo it. If something's poking your eye, it's not right. And it's going to be a little sticky, but we're going to fix that. So don't worry just yet. Glue is at the base and a little bit moved up to the top. You don't want to put it on the whole lash. You guys see how shaky I am? I've had so much coffee already today. I didn't put it close enough to the other lash. You see that awkward gap right there? So I'm going to go ahead and take it off. I mean, you can see stuck on there. Okay, try this again. There we go, that's better. See, we just closed that gap. Last piece, inner corner. And sometimes I even kind of like to just brush it on my lash a little bit. Not all the way through because then your lash is going to be sticky. I really like that IONI lash glue. It is so sticky. It's perfect because your lashes just don't slide around everywhere. And remember, the lashes are still like tacky on the other side of your eyeball. It's not completely dried down. I do have this little tool. She's dirty. It just blows air at you, and you can kind of take it under your eye to help dry. I cannot feel these lashes. Nothing is poking me, and that's when you know you did it right. It's not too far down on your eye. You should not feel anything poking you or anything uncomfortable. Basically, if you're uncomfortable, then you didn't do something right. Maybe try backing the lashes up a little bit more, or maybe lighter lashes, like use a thinner band like I showed before. This is honestly probably the most important part, is sealing, because it's gonna be tacky and annoying. I can't feel the lash, but every time I blink, like, see if I can get it. Yeah, you guys just saw that string of glue. So you want to seal the lash glue in. I have the B&Q Lash Overnight Sealer. I also have this one here by Pro Lash Beauty Overnight Sealer. I really like this one as well. I'll have both linked down below. I got them off Amazon. Either one, I haven't really noticed a difference between the two, but I strongly suggest getting one of these that have a brush tip on them. So we're going to take the B&Q one. She is juicy, so I'm just going to wipe off any extra that I have. We are focusing this on the lashes. You don't want to put this on your skin. We're not doing the eyeliner trick that we did on this side. This is strictly for the lashes. You see where the glue has dried? This is going to take away that stickiness that you're feeling and just blend everything together and seal it in. I hope I can do this on camera and not get it all in my eye. Wish me luck. You just want to put this all over the lashes. If it gets up here, it doesn't matter. It's just a sealer. It's not a glue, but it is wet, and I don't know how fast it dries down. So try not to get it everywhere, but if you're feeling extra sticky, put it on there so it seals it in, gets rid of that stickiness. My eyes are watering because I've had them open for so long. Yeah, stickiness is gone. There's nothing keeping my eye from fluttering. If you're only wearing this for the day, you can go ahead and put some eyeliner up here again. I don't suggest putting eyeliner if you're gonna try to wear this for multiple days, just because, you know, you don't want eyeliner in your eye that long without washing your face. But since I'm probably gonna take these off like immediately, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys again. So creamy. We're just gonna fill all that in. But that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, found it helpful. If you have any extra questions, make sure to leave a comment and I will get back to you. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.